Hello, it's Michelle Dance here from Ocean World Travel. Welcome to our next episode of OWTV. I'm delighted that you can join us today, and I'm sure that you're going to enjoy it because we've got some incredible offers, including all-inclusive cruises from just $7.99 per person, just a cracking offer. It's a great time of year to book, and a lot of people feel that January is probably the best time of year. It gives you that opportunity to get something booked at a really good price because there's some incredible offers around, but also it means that you can put the brochures away and you can just simply look forward to your holiday, which is something that I like to do personally. We have got some incredible deals, so here is our first one. Now this is on board Fred Olsen Cruise Line's Brabant. Now Fred Olsen have just come into the river cruise market, so it's a bit difficult to say exactly what it's going to be like, but knowing Fred Olsen as I do, and I absolutely adore them, I think it's going to be very good. So I think it's worth a shot at trying this if you haven't river cruised before, or if you have been with Fred Olsen and you just fancy something different. So this 7-night fly cruise starts in Düsseldorf and travels along the Rhine to Bamberg. It's a wonderful destination and it's a place I just love visiting time and time again. For me, I suppose probably the highlights would be Cochem, which is a spectacular city with beautiful ancient architecture. You can sit there and enjoy a coffee and an apple strudel, which I have done on quite a few occasions. And I also love going to Würzburg because it's the heart of the wineries, it's in Bavaria, and of course you can enjoy some delicious local wines, and I would really highly recommend hopping off the ship at this point and just seeing what you can track down and maybe bring home some samples of it. And now for the price. We've got a great deal on this one and it's hot off the press, just out today. The price has now been reduced down to $1,099 per person, and that includes free flights. It is fair to say with this new reduction they will sell very fast, so please do phone us as quickly as you can so you don't get disappointed. Our next offer is a fantastic family deal. It goes on the 4th of June from Southampton and it's on board MSC's Magnifica. This is a British Isles cruise touching Northern Europe, and it's a cruise I absolutely love. I've done it so many times with children over the years, and it's just really easy for us because you join in Southampton, you go around the UK, and if you have any issues, it's easy to get home from there. So for the children, it's a wonderful thing to do. Also for the adults, it's fantastic too. Probably for me, I love visiting Invergordon because they do some wonderful whiskey tasting trips. It's the heart of the whiskey distillery, so it's well worth a visit. Not good for the kids, but it is good for us. The other thing I do love going to is Amsterdam, because it's an overnight stop on this particular cruise, and it means that you can actually see Amsterdam really, really well. You can just see so many highlights, and of course there is so much to see and do in Amsterdam. In particular, I love going on the canals, taking a cruise along the canals and seeing the beauty of Amsterdam from the sea. The price on this one is an incredible $8.99 per person, probably one of our best deals that we've got on offer at the moment. And that price also includes the drinks package. And the drinks package with MSC is one of the best afloat. It includes so much, so please do have a good look at this one. But do bear in mind, MSC sells so quickly because of the price, so I would strongly recommend that you jump in and book it as soon as you possibly can. So who has been watching ITV's The Cruise? I watched it and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. It gave you a great insight to the product. Now we have a bargain on board Princess Cruises. The Sapphire Princess, 21st of July this year, which of course is the start of the children's holidays. You just simply won't get cheaper. It's $7.49 per person and just $109 per person for children, and that is a bargain. It will sell out. They've had these deals quite frequently over the years, and they always sell out very, very quickly. They won't get cheaper, so do book as quickly as you possibly can. It goes to and from Southampton, and it goes up to the Norwegian Fields. Now the Norwegian Fields is probably one of my favourite destinations. I just love doing this cruise. I've been up there umpteen times. Now one of the fabulous things about it is if you are a first-time cruiser, the sea is generally very, very flat, so it's the perfect place to go if you've not been before. Probably my favourite spot, I suppose, or there's a couple of them. One is Garanja, which I just think is gorgeous. You definitely need a really good camera and you will just take so many photos. It is beautiful. The other one that I really enjoy is Bergen, and wow, can you shop till you drop. It's just fantastic. It also has an awful lot of restaurants. There's a great market, which you probably wouldn't want to actually buy anything from it because it's the fish market, but it does give you a really good insight into a working port. The other thing that we did with children was we went up in the cable car right to the top, and you get a wonderful view over the top of Bergen. And of course the other beauty of it is so close. It's such a short walk from the ship into the town and back again. So I think that you would love it, particularly with children. The other thing I want to mention is that there is a low deposit of just simply 5% at the moment. Now that's valid for all bookings until the end of February, and you might think, okay, I'll leave it and I'll book soon. From my experience of Princess Cruises at this time of year, the prices are so cheap that really, if you get a good offer, just book it. Take advantage of the low deposit. Don't go home, think about it and phone back in a week's time, because it will have gone. Okay, so we've just had Christmas, but why not think about next Christmas? It's a lovely thing to do, and this is a cruise that I love doing because I love shopping. It's on board the Balmoral, which is with Fred Olsen Cruise Lines. Now, Fred Olsen is very dear to my heart, and I've cruised avidly with Fred Olsen for over 20 years, so I do know the product really, really well, and I just adore it. The price is just simply from $7.99 per person, and that includes, at the moment, the free all-inclusive drinks package, or you can have £100 per person towards a shore tour, so it's well worth thinking about. So visit the Christmas markets. It's 13th of December for 8 nights, and the beauty of this particular cruise is that it goes along the Kiel Canal in one direction. Part of that is during the day, part of it is overnight, and then on the way back you do it again, so you do a double entry along the Kiel Canal. And that is generally something that a lot of people have on their to-do list. They really do want to visit the Kiel Canal, and certainly to do it twice is just simply the best thing that you could do. In addition to that, of course, you've got the wonderful shopping. The Christmas markets are stunningly beautiful and well worth a visit. You can enjoy some glühwein, you can enjoy some wonderful shopping and pick up some trinkets that perhaps you wouldn't have found in this country. Maybe buy a few Christmas presents for the people back in this country, which is a nice thing to do. For me, the highlights of this cruise, which goes to and from Southampton, have to be visiting Bremen, which whenever I go there, I feel like I've slipped back into the 15th century. I sit in the square and I enjoy a lovely coffee, and I people watch and I look at the gorgeous architecture around me. It really is fantastic. And then of course, I suppose the other really enjoyable part of the cruise has to be the fact that you go along the Kiel Canal in one direction, and then of course you come back and see it all again, which I think really is quite amazing. I know I spent a lot of time up on deck when I did it, so it's well worth the visit. So the price on this one is $7.99 per person, and that includes the free drinks upgrade, or you have £100 each to spend per person on shore excursions or a shore excursion, depending on your choice. If you do want to book one of these cruises, or you've seen something else that you fancy the look of, please do give us a call and we'll do our absolute utmost to look after you.